Hi, it's Eddie at Alfaman again with this wretched Stelvio 2-litre petrol with a major misfire. Now, come and have a look at the bubbles coming from the exhaust. The bubbles are coming from number 1 or number 4. Number 2 and 3 is the bottom one. We've got no bubbles there, but it's all coming here. Now what I've done is I've made a tool to pressurize number 4 cylinder. I've taken the multi-air unit out. The multi-air on this car had a fault. It had a fault in number 4. One of the O-rings was damaged. So what we did was I stripped the multi-air down, which is on a previous video, or if we combine it, you'll see. And we changed the O-rings, we put it on, still the same fault. So I put a new multi-air unit in, still the same fault. I took the intake manifold off just to check the water cooler. It's not leaking. The turbo's completely filled with oil. A lot of play in the turbo, but the main problem with this engine is number 4 cylinder, the exhaust is cracked. Either the valve or the head, I can't tell. The next stage on this engine is to remove the cylinder head and find out where the problem is. We've done compression checks. We've done coil plug swaps. We've done multi-air swaps. And the car went into a dealer, and 2 months later it came out again with a bill of about $3,000, and they didn't find anything. And there was still a fault. And the fault is the cam, sorry, not the cam, the valve, or the head. So this poor owner who owns this car spent about $3,000 with Alfa. We've spent 30 hours wasting our time because we've done a compression check, good compressions on all 4 cylinders. We filled the bore up with oil, done another compression check, still good. The engine runs like a steam train. Bram, bram, bram. The turbo kicks in. Everything works perfectly. In the workshop, take it out, blast it down the lane, misfire. We've checked electrics. Can't be an electric problem because the computer doesn't say it's an electric problem. Yes, there are loads and loads of red herrings with this system because the electrical system is too complicated and too sophisticated for its own good. So I've now located the fault with this engine, and it's taken us a bloody long time, and I've now found the fault. Now I've got to hoik the cylinder head out. Right, so this is the tool I've made. There is the plug fitting. There is an airline fitting. And we've put it in, and I've now got number 4 exhaust valves shut. I've got the injectors still in. I've put this in my plug hole, and we've tried number 1, number 2, no leak. I haven't tried number 3 because the head's got to come off anyway. It doesn't really matter. And I put it in number 4, and straight away we heard a hiss. So we pumped some soapy water in, and you've seen the bubbles come out, number 4 exhaust. These are the other tools I've made for other engines to test the valves, the cylinders. The last thing in the world you want to do before you take a cylinder head off is not know what you need to do once you've got the cylinder head off, because it could be the piston rings, it could be the intake valves. Not that it matters too much about the valves, because when this head comes off, it's going to get a total strip down and recut everything, and a cylinder head test, of course, just to make sure there's no cracks in the cylinder head. But this has been a very, very labor-intensive, expensive experience for me. I worked on cars since I was 16. I'm now 75. And years ago, it was easy. You could fix the cars easily. It'd take me 20 minutes to find out what was wrong with the car, and 2 or 3 hours to fix it. Now, it takes me 2 or 3 hours to find out what's wrong with the bloody thing, if I'm lucky, and now a hell of a lot longer to fix this, because I have no idea how long this cylinder head job is going to be, but it is going to be days, and the machine shop bill is going to be quite expensive. Here is the turbo from the Stelvio, and we had to take it off, to take the cylinder head off, because of the leaking number 4 cylinder exhaust valves. So we got the turbo off. We didn't suspect the turbo at all of being worn out, but one of the boys checked it, and not only is there lateral play, so if you look in here, there is lateral play. I hope you can see it, because it's not a ginormous piece of equipment, but it's also got backwards and forwards play, which might be at least 3 mil. Now the turbo did not sound bad, because we all listened to it, but it's got at least 2 to 3 mil going in and out, and it's got about 4 or 5 mil shake like that. So this is going off to be doctored, and then hopefully by the time we get it back, it might be ready to put back on the car, but we're still in the process of removing the cylinder head. So what a car this is. What a nightmare this is. I'll carry on with the stream on the Stelvio when we've got the cylinder head off, and I can show you the valves in the exhaust as soon as it's off. So it's quite a long video this is going to be. That's how it is. Bye.